So we get the question all the time, what is Mercy House, right? You hear the term house and you assume that it's a singular place. And the reality is that is exactly how we started 25 years ago. We were this house that we were renting that provided transitional shelter for 10 men. And the idea of growing and ever becoming bigger than a singular house never entered our minds. We've grown dramatically over the last 25 years. And so the name creates a fair amount of confusion. It seems to intimate a singular place. It also seems to signify a shelter, if you will. Well, the first part is there is no such place as Mercy House anymore. It's our corporation. And under Mercy House, we've got about 20 different programs and about 20 different locations where we do our work. And as opposed to really being a place of shelter for homeless, really what we're about is ending homelessness. What we are about in Mercy House is ending homelessness for everyone who comes into our system of care and being part of a team that will end homelessness in whatever community we operate in. So really when it gets down to it, we're not so much a sheltering organization as much as we are a housing placement organization. Now, to accomplish our goal of ending homelessness for the people that we work with, we really do 5 key things. The first program that we do is we call homeless prevention. And the idea there, the intuition there is that prevention is always less expensive and always more efficient than rehabilitation. Pick a category, whether it's medical or home repair or car maintenance or whatever it is. Prevention, intuitively we know, is a more cost-effective way to avoid a problem before it becomes a problem. And so one of the things that we do at Mercy House is that every year we help hundreds of people stay in their housing so they don't become homeless in the first place. For a fraction of the cost of actually sheltering or rehousing someone, we can keep someone where they're at. The second thing that we do at Mercy House in achieving our goal deals with emergency shelter and services. So we do on that level, here in Orange County in particular, we, for the last 7 years, have been the operator of the Orange County Armory program. It is the only real mass shelter of any size in Orange County. It's a seasonal program, usually runs about 5 months out of the year. And when it's operational, we have a little over 400 beds that we're able to provide. About 400 beds for individuals, single men and single women. And then connected to that, we 7 years ago founded a program called the Family Redirection Program. And so we work with local churches to provide emergency shelter for families who then enter into homelessness as well. When it's all rolling at about the same time, but probably about 500 people a night are being sheltered within this program. Under this emergency category, in several cities throughout Orange County and Riverside and San Bernardino counties, we're engaged in homeless outreach. So we have staff members that are going out to the Santa Ana Civic Center, your local parks, whatever it might be, where the homeless are gathered. And we'll do a variety of things. We'll meet with them, try and figure out a game plan to see, do an assessment to see if they're eligible for certain services. Or like in the case in the city of Anaheim, we run a check-in center where people can store their most precious belongings. Now, the third thing that we do in our 5-point strategy is, of course, transitional housing. That is how we started. That's at the heart of the shelter movement in Orange County, and we continue to do that. We provide transitional shelter historically for persons living with HIV or AIDS, single mothers and their children, single men, single women, a wide variety of folks. Now, the fourth thing that we do is permanent housing. And so when we talk about building housing, I get excited. That's the thing. And also because that's the end of homelessness. We don't want to just simply provide a service, provide a meal, pray for someone, give them a handshake, whatever it might be. All those things are important, but they're not going to end homelessness. We want to end homelessness. We want to be a part of that. And there is no credible response to homelessness that doesn't involve permanent housing. You know, when we talk about permanent housing, we've had this great new opportunity, something that we are insanely proud of. Mercy House was in a leadership position for a new grant from the federal government. And there are 6 of us. There are 6 agencies. We have 5 other really great partners. There's Mercy House, there's the Friendship Shelter, there's Colette's Home, SOS, Orangewood, and Jamboree Housing. And collectively, we, and with Mercy House as the lead agency, we came together as a collaborative and proposed a grant that HUD funded where we received $2.5 million that will take the 100 most vulnerable people off the streets in Orange County and put them into permanent housing. And then the fifth thing that we do And so we have all the services, right? We do prevention and emergency and transitional and permanent, but sometimes it's not enough to do just the activity itself. Sometimes you have to be involved on a policy level. Sometimes it's not enough to just be active within your environment. You have to impact your environment as well. And so we try to do that additionally through advocacy and education. So what does that look like? Well, we were one of the key architects to the county's 10-year plan to end homelessness. We're very proud of that document. I'm very proud of it. I had a lot of input on it. I think it emphasizes the right things, and I think the county is on the right path. We are consistently involved in trying to create policy and changing the environment that allows us to do this good work. Last year we took a little over 800 people off the streets. Every year we're upping that a little bit. Our old goal used to be 500. Now it's 800. Actually, for this year, the goal is 900. So we really think this sort of 5-point plan is the stuff that allows us to end people's homelessness. That's what Mercy House is. It's hard to get your arms around it because you think a place, but it's really this integrated, wide-ranging strategy.